Welcome to another episode on our channel. I'm going to be showing you a figure I got off of eBay at a really good price. But this brings me to something that is a frustration as a collector in the 1/6 scale community. Sometimes you can get some figures that you desperately want for a movie or a television series, and then there are other figures that are missing. No one's making them. And that's very frustrating. Tombstone is a good example. I started to put together a set for Tombstone many years ago, and Kurt Russell, I was able to find a custom of Kurt Russell. Eventually Redmond Toys came out with a nicer head sculpture than the one I had, so I went ahead and got that figure. I was able to get Val Kilmer eventually, because Redmond Toys came out with a figure for Val Kilmer's role as Doc Holliday, and I believe Present Toys did too. I was able to get Bill Paxton's character, one of the Earp brothers in the movie, and that was a custom. And I've only seen it once on eBay over the years. And it was really, really good. If you do want Bill Paxton's character from Tombstone, Snyderman 31 does make a head sculpture for that character. That is pretty darn good. I mean, it's really good. And it's painted really nicely done. So you can get, with Val Kilmer, with Kurt Russell, with Bill Paxton, you can easily get figures for Tombstone. Sam Elliott, there are head sculpts on eBay right now that will pass for Sam Elliott for the Tombstone character, but they're generally not painted. But you could go to Snyderman 31 and ask for a personal paint job, and Tom and Joy run that show. Joy is the painter. She is tremendous. So you could get those 4 characters, and I went to them to get the Johnny Ringo character, Michael Bihn's character, and very happy with that purchase. But I really wanted Dana Delaney to bring that set to its rightful conclusion. And I would love the female character who is Doc Holliday's love interest in that movie too. I would love that. But no one's making those figures. So this is my attempt to do something with Django Unchained. So I have Jamie Foxx's character, Django. I have Dr. King Schultz's character, Christoph Waltz. I think that's right. Yeah. And I don't have Calvin Candy's character. It would cost a fortune to get that character, so I'm hoping to customize him. But the one I really, really, really want is Broomhilda. And no one's making Broomhilda. So anyway, so this is my attempt to try to get something close. I'm hoping close enough to Broomhilda. The box is beat up. Oh my gosh, look at, especially here. Can you see it? Oh, wow. Okay, so into another box. It may have survived. So this is put out by purearts.com. Pure Arts. I've never gotten a figure from them. So we will see. This box looks good because they packed it into another box. What a novel idea to do. And to put wrapping in there. Oh, what a novel idea. I can't believe I'm saying this, but seriously, if you're going to pay money for something, And part of it is the art box, which I've been so disappointed in that domain. I've kind of almost given up hope of getting figures that have art boxes that are immaculate. So I hope for the best, but I expect the worst. It's just the way it is. So let's get this out. This is Deathloop. I have no idea. I think it's a game. Julianna. Could it be that I have escaped in the last two openings? Major damage. I see. Well, it looks like it's like a little indentation, but really, I don't know, maybe it's just the shadows playing tricks on me. This looks to be in very good shape, actually. All right. Now, it's not a perfect match. The hair is a little too wide here. And of course, she's got a little scarf around her head. Pretty sure Broomhilda didn't wear such a scarf in the movie Django. But she looks awesome. So what we'll do is we'll pause and I will get everything out and show you what she comes with in case you just like the figure. We are back and apparently she's part of a game and Julianna is the main protagonist of the game. All I can say is, wow. She is loaded. So she looks awesome. The stand matches the artwork, which is orange. Yes, it does compete. But the headband matches the orange in the stand. So I'm okay. It at least matches, and there's only two sets of colors, black and orange, in the stand. Wow. All right. She comes with a ton of hands. She has relaxed hands on her. And yeah, okay, so for all the hands, one glove is one color, and then the other glove is a portion of it is different, in a different color. And the same is true with all her other hands. So in the right hand, whether you're talking about gripping hands, you've got one hand that has two sets of colors on them. Gripping hands, trigger hands, one hand with two sets of colors, and it's consistently the right hand that has two sets of colors. Completely fisted hands, brown and kind of like a off-white color. And then this set of hands is kind of an open hand. You can see it there, open hand. And this one is like a pointing finger hand, or your finger resting in, I'm not really gonna put it in the trigger, I'm just holding it this way in case I need to get it into the trigger quickly hand. And then this one is the hands are together, or the fingers are together. It's the right hand, and this one is a more open gripping hand. All right. And that's just the hands. These things, I didn't know what they were. I'm going to guess it's like a disc not a floppy, but a hard disk. It's, it's half color and so forth. And this is another disc, around a DVD type of thing. That's what I'm gonna guess. I have no idea. There's nothing in the instructions. Extra pair of wrist pegs, which is cool to always have that. A walkie-talkie. A machete. I don't know what she does, but in this game. But whatever she does, she's got lots of weapons in her arsenal. This is like, oh my gosh, look at this. Scope. Something to put into your shoulder. This thing supposedly folds down. Yeah. So it becomes a nice bipod thing, so you can take some very precise shots. This is very large. And a couple magazines that do go to this thing. So we got 2 magazines. And what is really badass are these handguns. Oh my gosh, well, they're probably like, what, semi-automatic? Submachine. My husband says submachine, but they're small.
Magazines go to the submachine.
Oh, he's saying the magazines go to this. And he would be right, of course. There are spots. He's got his arms raised up. Yeah. So I wonder if it's interchangeable then. Oh, no. It's a smaller, and it doesn't, oh, it does come out. It's like a 5, I'm going to guess a 5 round capacity magazine. Very small. And I guess that makes sense because you're sniping. You take your time. You're hidden and you shoot, right? Wow. These things, though, I am going like, wow. She must be some character in this game. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe I should check the game out. I just don't have time. Anyway, and I want a Broomhilda. God, this is going to be hard now. All right, anyway, we will pause. Let me get her in a pose. And then we'll do some close-ups from her feet all the way up to the top of her head. Get her on a rotating tray, do side-to-side shots. And then get some close-ups of her head, side-to-side shots. And I guess talk a little bit about the game. This is where I kind of get on the internet and look it up. But now I'm starting to wonder, is this an older game? Is this a new game? And what's involved in the game? But she is loaded. Okay, we'll be right back. We are back, and I'm still floored by what's in the box, all the accessories, and how this figure looks. And this is going to sound like hippie day stuff, but this, I really dig this art box. It is, to me, it's like retro. But it's so nicely done, and it's in really great shape too. On top of it, I'm going like, okay, well, if this is the antagonist, Julianna, then who is, I think, the protagonist, Colt Vahn, I'm kind of wanting to see what he looks like. So we'll talk about the game in a bit. But first, let's get some tight close-ups all the way from the bottom of her stand to the top of her head. And obviously, I just had to have her with these 2 things in her hands. I couldn't see it any other way. The one thing I will tell you is warm up the hands. The pegs will come out with the hands, apparently, but warm warm them up to get the hands off of the peg, and then warm them back in to get them into the hands, and then warm the ends of the pegs up so you can then, because they're kind of like split when they go into the bottom of the arms, so you can kind of push that split together and slip it back into the arm, the ends of the arms. So hot water is going to be your friend on this one. So we will be right back. This is an addendum. I forgot to mention that this was in the box, and it's a postcard. I don't know if it's a postcard that you're supposed to use for personal use or if it's part of the game. I have no idea, but it's cool looking. The colors, again, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So now we'll do the close-ups from the bottom of the feet all the way up to the top of the head. We'll be right back. So the stand is simple, black and orange. She's got some cool shoes on with socks. She's got blue jeans on. Actually, they may not be jeans. They're just jean-like, but a little more tailored. She's got that wonderful coat on, white belt, nice silky shirt. I just flipped the walkie-talkie into her pants. And then, again, the jacket is so cool looking, but those weapons, oh my gosh, make a statement. And the headband matches the stand, the orange in the stand, and there is tinges of darker orange in the walkie-talkie. I'm in heaven. And I just found out, okay, the male character looks pretty darn cool too. So this is my first Pure Arts figure. I do have an in-art figure, Paul Atreides from Dune, but this is my first Pure Arts figure. I love the headscarf. It just, or headband, I should say. It just pops, that bright orange, and it matches the stand so nicely. She's got details to include earrings. She's got this decal on the back of her jacket. And I think this is cool where there's this two-tone thing on one of her hands and the weapons. Oh, so awesome. She is prepared to fight to the death, it looks like. I decided to, again, put the walkie-talkie here. I think that just pops. So anyway, we'll get a close-up of her head sculpt now. We'll be right back. So here we go with her head sculpt. Stunning. I hope you can see what I was going for with Broomhilda, but after seeing everything about this figure, it seems like, oh my gosh, I can't. I need to just find another head, this same head, and make a Broomhilda. So anyway, we'll pause now and get her on a turn tray, talk a little bit more about the game. So Deathloop was created by Arcane Lion, Lyon, not Lions like the Detroit Lions. Go Lions. And it came out in 2021. And apparently the protagonist is Colt Vahn, and he's caught in a time loop, thus I guess the name Deathloop. And in order to escape the death loop, and even though he apparently is a protagonist, he's an assassin, and as an assassin he has to kill 8 targets before midnight on 8 consecutive days. So I know nothing else about the game other than what I just shared with you. But Julianna is the primary antagonist, and Colt Vahn appears to be the primary protagonist. So she is, what can I say? She's awesome looking. And I'll leave it at that. She's awesome looking and well accessorized. It's so hard to find African American black figures, and I still wanted to do a Broomhilda character from Django Unchained. I thought she would work. I firmly believe she would work, but now I just like her from this game that I've never played. She's awesome looking. What can I say? So anyway, here's one last look at her. I hope you liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.